Turn up!
Wisconsin, Gijol Sangalo. And number 2, a senior guard from Staples, Minnesota. Let's hear it for Jordan Reaver. And guard freshman from Fargo, North Dakota, number 3, Tanner Kretschmann. From Akron, Ohio, senior guard, number 5, Prescott Williams. A sophomore guard from Baldwin, Wisconsin, number 10, Ryan Benoit. A 6'4" junior from Moorhead, Minnesota. Let's hear from number 11, Evan Holt. A 6'9" sophomore from Rosemount, Minnesota, number 13, Matt Nelson. A sophomore guard from Moorhead, Minnesota, number 14, Aaron Lee. A junior guard from Graham, Minnesota, number 22, Tyler Vaughn. And assistant senior from Farmington Hills, Michigan, number 35, Urbina. And the big man in the middle, the forward junior, 6'9" from Red Wing, Minnesota, number 55, Isaac Seeley. Now let's welcome the coaching staff for the Dragons. Athletic trainer, Keith Weidrich. Strength and conditioning coach, Travis Anderson. Student manager, Jordan Cressa. Assistant coach, Jordan Peterson. Head assistant coach, Justin Wick. And your head coach of your MSUM Dragon men's basketball team and NSIC Coach of the Year. Let's hear it for Chad Walthall. Sit up here, big guy. Thanks for joining us here today. Thank all of you for joining us here today for the send-off party. We're going to have a little fun.
Thank you. Cool
Thanks,
deal.
guys. Thank you for all the support, first of all, so far, Dragon family. You guys have been great this entire NSIC postseason and NSIC regional and hopefully this D2 Elite. So thank you for all of your support. So we're going to start off by segments a little bit. Some of you might not have been able to follow along with the journey through the regional, and so WDAY put together a little package recapping that final championship moment. So we're going to turn over here to the video board and check that out.
Good evening, everybody. MSU Moorhead was on the doorstep of making history tonight, playing in its first Sweet 16 in 50 years, knowing a win would send them to the Elite Eight for the first time in program history. Standing in the way was Northwest Missouri State, a team the Dragons beat to start the season, but the Bearcats just knocked off Augustana and were playing with plenty of confidence. MSUM started well. Look at Prescott Williams' sky for the dunk. He had just 3 points. Dragons up by 4. Later in the first half, the former Davie standout Tanner Kretschman comes up with a steal. The impressive roll, the finish, and the foul. MSUM up 5. Right before the break, Jordan Reaver, the player of the year. The drive, gets the roll. MSUM leads 20-18 at the break. Lowest points total in the first half all year. In the second half, the former Spud, Aaron Lean, takes over. The strong drive to the cup. He had 9. Dragons with their biggest lead at 8. Northwest cuts it to a 4-point game, but Isaac Seavely, his first 3-pointer of the season. MSUM goes up 7. The celebration can begin. MSU Morehead is heading to the Elite 8, 47-42. WDAY 6's Tim Free has more from Sioux Falls.
Dom, the best word to describe how MSUM was able to advance tonight would be balance, with 8 players on the score sheet and only 2 in double figures.
Like I said all year long, I've told everyone, we're just a great team. I mean, everyone gets along, and like I said before, you never know who's going to have a hot hand. And tonight, we didn't shoot well. But, Isaac stepped up, made a huge 3-pointer. I think that's his first 3 he's hit all year. But, it's just unbelievable feeling.
I was telling him, I'm like, you guys, I'm going to get a 3 this year. Because I missed all of them, and I just told him, just you wait. And I had that first opportunity, and I didn't take it, and I don't know why. And so the second time, I'm just like, Reeves, throw it to me, and just went in.
It's interesting. We missed more shots tonight than we've missed all year, but this kind of defines our team. Defensively, we just were terrific. The thing is, I thought we missed some shots we just don't miss, and it was very frustrating, but our guys, they were positive. We kept it positive in the huddle. I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, you're missing shots, but our guys put so much energy in defensively. It was just a great defensive performance by our guys.
Tonight was only the 4th time all year MSUM scored under 70 points, but it was enough as the Dragon defense held the Bearcats to under 30% from the field. In Sioux Falls, Tim Free, WDAY 6 Sports.
Thanks, Tim. MSU Morehead will play Bellarmine, the 2011 national champions out of Kentucky. That game comes next Wednesday in Evansville, Indiana.
Excited to see that game. Now, before we get to you, we've got one more video we want to play because it was a great tournament and a great victory, but there were so many moments that happened that weren't on the stream, that weren't on TV, that kind of happened behind the scenes. And so we put together a little, what we're going to call the celebration package of the team and some of the moments that led up to hoisting this trophy. So let's watch the celebration package.
Another free throw for the captain. Yes! Prescott Williams sits down. Jordan Reaver sits down. He gets a hug by Chad Waltho, lifts him into the air. Vaughn out. Waltho giving Vaughn and Lean huge hugs. Schneider will inbound. A baseball pass to midcourt. Crooker with it. 2 seconds left to go. His 3 won't go. That's going to do it. This magical ride will continue. The Dragons are marching on to Evansville, Indiana. Sweet has become elite. The Dragons are champions of the Central Region. Now Chad Walthall raising his fist, saluting this crowd that has come down here from Moorhead, Minnesota to watch the Dragons do something for the first time ever. A regional championship. The Dragons are moving on to the Elite 8. They're handing out the all-regional team. Prescott Williams. Aaron Lean has won it. This is the all-regional tournament team. And now here comes the most outstanding player. Isaac Seavely wins the most valuable player of the Central Region Championship. Seavely, Lean, Prescott Williams, Justin Pitts, Casey Schilling for Augustana College.
And at this round, we would like to congratulate and present our 2015 NCAA Division II Central Region champions, Coach Jan Wall and the Minnesota State Dragons. Congratulations,
Stop. I want everybody quiet now. Everybody quiet. Okay, now listen to me. Okay? I brought all you guys in there because you know what? They're really good basketball players. And they're a lot of fun to watch, aren't they?
Yeah.
Now, the one thing about these guys is they're really good players, but you know what else they are? They're class guys. They do what's right. You understand me?
Yeah.
They do what's right. They're class guys. You know, and hey.
Jordan, come on.
Come on, Jordan. Okay. Hey, you know what else they do? They go to class, they treat people with respect, and they love basketball. And you know what else? We're going to the Elite Eight.
There were a lot of moments there to celebrate, and all of them were a lot of fun. Can you comment a little bit on those dance moves at the end there, Coach?
No comment.
No comment. All right. Marshawn Lynch over here. So, Coach, tell us a little bit about what it felt like to watch your team grind out a win like that in a low-scoring game. Weren't shooting very well, but were able to grind out a win. What was it like to see your team kind of rise to a tough situation and overcome?
It was probably the perfect way to win the regional championship in my mind as a coach, and knowing the team the way I do and spending so much time with them over the last, seems like forever. You know, the one thing with this team is that they're really tough-minded guys. And, you know, sometimes in basketball, there's a lot of adverse times during a season and a lot of adverse times during a game. But to win it that way, when things aren't going perfect or even going very well offensively, and to just grind it and show how much toughness and heart and passion we have for the game, but just for each other. I mean, this team's played for each other all year long. And, you know, I think just that game defined what we're all about. And I couldn't have been more proud of them. You know, as a coach, you just want it so badly for them. Because what I was telling our young guys when I brought the young kids in the locker room, this team really is about that. I mean, they're not perfect, and they're going to make mistakes, and they're between 18 and 23 years old. And, you know, we've all done dumb things, you know, back in those days. But they're really class guys. And, you know, there's just not a lot to worry about with them. And I just really wanted it bad for them, and I'm really proud of them.
As all of us are, talk a little bit about the moment at the end of the game when the team went in to hoist the trophy. You had your three seniors, Prescott, Herb, and Jordan, lead the team out there, grab that trophy, and hoist it above your head. You also checked all 5 starters out right before the end of the game. Herb might have had a lane violation somewhere.
It was okay at that point.
You didn't seem very okay with it at that point. So tell us what it was like to, you know, have those moments where you get to check those guys out and have them lead your team to.
Well, it's a true team. I mean, if you look at these guys, you know, even Ryan Benoit, who hasn't had an opportunity to play this year because of injury, he's been at practice and helping us every step of the way, and he's done a lot of little things in practice. You look at you know, our Alaska tournament, our first tournament, or actually our second tournament, but you know, Herb and Reaver made the all-tournament team, and then our conference tournament, you know, you had Tyler and Reaver make the all-tournament team, and then you had our regional tournament, and you had Prescott and Isaac and Lean make it, and then that's not, you know, and so that tells you all 5 starters plus Herb making an all-tournament team. That's crazy stuff. And then you look at our bench; it's just been terrific all year, and you know, it's a true team in every sense of the word. And so, you know, it's not about one guy. I mean, Jordan's kind of been our catalyst, but we have so many guys step up. You know, Gigel's just hit big shots all year. Matt Nelson and his defensive presence has been unbelievable. Evan, who doesn't say boo, you know, has literally won us 2 games this year coming off the bench and not getting a lot of minutes. And then, of course, Tanner Kretschmann, you know, our lone freshman. And by the way, Tanner, there was a lot of pictures of you and all Brooks' daughter's friends the other day after the game. I was going to say something to you about that. Man, I never knew he was so beloved by all the 8th grade girls. That was unbelievable. I got to talk to him. I hope you enjoyed your last minute this year. Let's see. I think I got everybody. I got all the starters. Yeah. So I mean, it's a true team. It's been I'm rambling, but they've been fun to coach.
And you mentioned it's a team, and all that is very, very true. These guys, I think, get along better than any group I've seen, even since I played here a little bit. Played being a very strong word. But I do want to spend just a moment, because there's a unique storyline between you and Jordan and the Staples connection. What's it like having a kid, and I know he talks about it frequently, who didn't have a shot anywhere besides Jamestown to play at the higher level, and you giving him a chance and seeing him become the player that he is, and I think that's a theme for a couple of guys on here, especially Isaac as well, and have them really develop under you. But talk a little bit about that Staples connection.
Well, I'm very proud of personally my Staples background, because of the school was so great and the sports programs were so great. And then I grew up as a junior high kid idolizing kind of Jordan's father, John, when he played basketball. And so I loved watching him. I remember as a 6th, 7th, 8th grader watching his dad just make plays. And I tell Johnny all the time, it's not even close. Jordan's way better than he was. But the thing about it is, isn't that what life's about? You maximize your ability, and you talk about, this. All you ask for is a chance, and that's really all Jordan asked for, is a chance. And I knew that he had the ability, and I thought he had the type of work ethic that he would greatly improve. And it wasn't easy for him. I mean, he redshirted that first year, and I mean, it wasn't. He's made comments. I mean, it was no sure thing that he was going to be the player he is today. But that's the thing. It's not just necessarily all about ability, and certainly Jordan has a lot of that. But a lot of it's just maximizing what you've been given. And so I tell you, we got a bunch of guys like that. And if anything, Jordan's not a loud guy. He's not going to sit there and scream and holler or anything like that, but he's a leader by example. And I think a good example is a guy like Tanner Kretschmann, who is a freshman and has a good work ethic. But, I mean, he's kind of watched how Jordan goes about business. And we got a bunch of guys that just go about their business the right way, and it's a real cool thing to watch.
Well, it's a really cool thing to watch, to see these guys play. Talk a little bit about what it means for your program. I mean, to make the Elite Eight, to reach that benchmark of the top 8 teams in the country, and talk a little bit about the matchup with Bellarmine.
Well, before I get to Bellarmine, it's been a village, right? I mean, it's tough to get to this point without a group of people that are willing to help, and we've had a lot more than just a group. I mean, you talk about our athletic director, Doug Peters, and his administration. Obviously, our president, who's just recently been hired, she's a fantastic supporter. Our very sad to see our VP retire this year, but she's just been phenomenal, great supporter. So I'm just really grateful for all the support. The city of Moorhead has been unbelievable. The university, the students have jumped on board. And then, of course, you got to get these, a great staff to work with. And then we've just been fortunate to recruit the right guys, and we've had some luck to get there. So these things don't happen with 1, 2, 5, 10, 15 people. It takes a village, and I couldn't be more thankful with all the support that we've had.
And then talk about the Elite Eight matchup against Bellarmine.
Great basketball team, great tradition. They've won the national title in 2011. I would say probably the Central region, our region. I would say that in my mind, I think our region's the best, but if there's a second place, I think it's the region they came from. The Midwest region is outstanding. They have a lot of length. They're very similar to Augustana in their size, but I don't think they're as athletic. I don't think anybody's athletic with that kind of size as Augustana. But I think we'll match up well. We're going to have to do a great job on the boards because they're a great rebounding team. And I think if we just play defense the way we did in the regional tournament, we're going to be fine. I mean, we defended as well as we've defended for an extended period of time those 3 games. And if we do that, we'll be in good shape. They've got an All-American 5-man that's one of the best in the country. They've got a 3-man. I mean, they're good. I mean, Cripe, it's the Elite Eight. They're all good. But we'll show up. We're good, too.
Yes, we are. And then the final question I have for you today is we watched all those wonderful moments from the regional championship. And we're going to put that in the past and focus on the Elite Eight. But what was your favorite memory from the postseason so far?
Boy, my favorite. Boy, there's a lot of. I don't know. Did it happen? It was kind of surreal. Probably my favorite moment was just watching our players go get the regional championship trophy. You know, you just kind of sit back as a coach and you know, you just want it so bad for a team, and for them just to come together and win it in a game like that, you just kind of sit back and look at it, all their faces and how happy they are, and you know, that probably was the best moment, just watching all those faces light up, and just you know, you really appreciate that as a coach, especially, you know, the longer you're in it. You know, those moments don't always you hope they happen every year, and we sure in the heck are going to try to make it happen every year, but probably you know, you always don't get that opportunity.
All right, thanks, Coach, and good luck in the Elite Eight. Anything else you want to add in front of all these folks?
No, I just can say that when this is all done, I'm going to sleep for a month. That's it. Thank you.
Let's hear it for Chad Walthall.
Thanks, Dave. Who do you want on here now?
Let's bring up our three seniors. Let's hear it for Jordan Reaver, Bingham, and Prescott Williams. Bring them on up here, have a seat. Just got to check one thing. We have a top five, right? Hey, Joe, we got top five, yes or no? Top five? No. All right, we're moving on. I'll post those later on Facebook. Check it out. Welcome, fellas. How are you? Good. There's microphones there. Did you turn it off? No, that's good.
I'm good.
You're good? You sure? All right, guys. Well, Reaver, since you sat down the closest, I guess I want to ask you kind of what was your favorite moment, following up on Walthall's question. What was your favorite moment? And we'll just go down the line from the postseason so far.
Honestly, just winning. I mean, coming in as a senior, no one wanted the season to end, really. I mean, especially us three. So, I don't know, just experiencing with all these guys and being so close last year, and falling short, and to do this year has just been an unbelievable experience. And like I said, no one wants the season to end.
Besides winning, of course, probably when Jordan hit that game winner against Mankato, that was just a really great moment just to see him finally hit a game winner.
That's a lot of people's favorite moment, is that watching that thing go through the hoop. And
especially because of how hard he works. And, I mean, he's had many chances to hit game winners, and then finally got one to go down. So. My bad.
You're bound to get one sooner or later, right, buddy? Big Herb, favorite moment?
Probably just getting to the Elite Eight. And just keep playing. Just looking forward to getting there.
All right. Excited to keep playing. We're excited to watch all of you guys keep playing. I have a question for Prescott. Earlier in the year, you kicked my butt in Pig.
Correct.
If you all saw that. But you mentioned back then that all you wanted to do was get to the Elite Eight because the whole town of Akron was going to come up and be there.
Yeah.
How excited are you to have all your family and friends so close and be able to come up and watch you play in the Elite Eight?
I'm so excited because, I mean, I played in Wyoming before, which is farther than this, and here, so pretty much only my parents have seen me play. And just to have my uncles, my cousins, and everybody be able to come watch me play is just very exciting. I think Herb, isn't your family coming too? So probably the same thing.
Well, yeah.
In Wyoming
Farmington
too.
Hills, Michigan. I'm not leaving you out, man. I have follow-up questions. Not a rookie. Same question for Herb. Still very close to home, a lot closer than, of course, Moorhead to Farmington Hills. What's it going to be like to have some family there supporting you?
Yeah, as a senior and this being my last time playing college basketball, it's going to be great just seeing my family in the crowd and just cheering us on. So it'll be exciting.
Thanks, buddy. So, Reaver, not quite so close to your home, but talk a little bit about the fan support that this team has gotten so far. They took 2 buses down to Sioux Falls to watch the regional championship game. There's a fan bus going on right now and some flight information on MSUMDragons.com to come and support them in Evansville. So just tell us a little bit about what the fan support has been home and away this year.
Oh, it's been unbelievable. And before we came out here, I told Irv, I said, you know, the crowd here is our games 5 years ago. So to be a part of the
when I played, you could cut this sucker in half. So just keep that in mind.
Just to be a part of the change and to experience it with these guys has just been awesome. I don't know, it seems like anywhere we've played this year, we've had a great fan support. And, I'm sure we'll have a lot of fans down Evansville, Indiana, and looking forward to play.
And we're looking forward to watching you guys. Question for Prescott. Fun one. What was your favorite dunk of the year? You had several really, really good ones. What was your favorite dunk this year?
My favorite dunk was definitely against Duluth. I didn't really see him coming over, and I kind of just took off. And I don't think a lot of people don't know that I'm a right-handed player, but I prefer to go left and dunk it. So I catch a lot of people off guard. So that was my favorite dunk.
You stole my breakdown of that play. I mean, a right-handed player to dunk left-handed over a dude like that with his teammate just staring on in just complete awe was definitely definitely an energy moment for us this year. And then I guess I have another question for each of you to kind of wrap this up a little bit. What does it mean to you to be a Dragon? There's a lot of ex-Dragons here, me being one of them, and it means a lot to us to watch you guys be successful. So just tell us a little bit about what it means to you to be a Dragon.
A lot of things. It's hard to break it down into one specific thing, but just from all the people and connections that I've met through just coming to Morehead State and by playing basketball, and like I said, the teammates, and you stay in touch with the past teammates and coaches even, and just the people you meet outside of campus and the whole Fargo-Morehead community has been awesome. To be a part of 5 great teams and to be on the best team of your career, your last season, it's hard to explain.
Go, Frank.
For me, I just think, like, as far as my teammates go, and just this whole community is like a family atmosphere. Like, it's not too big, but everyone knows you around here. So, we're a big family. Me and my teammates are. And then just even as our teachers and everything, they look out for us. They're, as far as when we miss class and things like that. So it's just a great atmosphere to be around.
Mr. Bingham, you can talk about how great your professors are too. You can talk about how great your professors are too.
Oh, yeah.
I have them in one of my classes. We have fun.
Yeah, it's just a great environment to be around. You know, the community helps us so much, and when I come in and shoot and stuff, all the people, like the people that help, stuff, I have a pretty good relationship with all those people. So it's just good to be on campus and all the support that we get. So, go Dragons.
Absolutely, go Dragons, and I just want to say thank you to all 3 of you for what you've done here in the Dragon basketball program. The sweat, the blood, the tears, the hard times, the good times, and hopefully even better times to come. So let's hear it for our 3 Dragon seniors. Stay there, stay there. Stay there, just sit down. All right, now let's set the stage for the game in Evansville, Indiana, the Elite 8, with a little montage leading up to the match against Binghamton.
In the first round of the NCAA tournament, MSUM faced a scrappy Pittsburgh State squad who pressured the high-powered Dragon offense.
Steal there by Devon Branch.
The Dragons led for all of 46 seconds in the game and used an 11-2 run to create an 8-point gap at halftime.
Long 3 by Sangolo. 3 for 3 from distance for the junior.
The Gorillas shrunk the lead to 2 early in the second half, but the Dragons responded with 9 straight and took the game 80-68. Junior forward Isaac Sievely paced MSUM with 23 points, and sophomore Aaron Lean contributed 17.
The Minnesota State University Morehead Dragons are moving on to the semifinals.
MSUM then matched up with Central Missouri in the second round. The Dragons trailed 20-15 in the first half, but responded just as they have all season long, ending the half on a 20-7 run to take a 35-22 lead into the break. The Mules cut the lead to 9 on several occasions in the second, but MSUM slammed the door by sinking 10 of 12 free throws down the stretch, winning 71-60. Senior guard Prescott Williams had 18 points, and senior forward Herb Bingham had 16 to lead the Dragons. MSUM's Sweet 16 matchup was a rematch of their first game of the season with Northwest Missouri State. It was a grinded-out game as both teams struggled with shooting thanks to good D. The Dragons took a 2-point lead to the half after Jordan Reaver's layup beat the buzzer.
Floater, good for Reaver with 1 second to go, and that's going to be the half.
In the opening minutes of the second half, Central Region Tournament MVP Isaac Sievely sparked a Dragon run, blocking 2 Bearcat shots and throwing down a thunderous two-handed slam. Northwest Missouri State went on a 7-0 run, making MSUM's 6-point lead disappear. But the Dragons responded with an 8-0 run of their own to lead 35-27. The Dragons led by 4 when Sievely hit his first three-pointer of the season, making the score 42-35.
Sievely for 3. Big 3 by the big man for Moorhead.
Earlier, I had a chance to shoot a 3, and I just wasn't even looking for it. Didn't realize I was open like that. So then I was like, okay, I gotta be ready for this. And then the next time, I just knew.
Reaver, the top free throw shooter in the country, sank 5 of 6 in the final minute to clinch victory for the Dragons and MSUM's first Elite 8 appearance in school history.
Schneider will inbound. A baseball pass to midcourt. Crooker with it. 2 seconds left to go. His 3 won't go. That's going to do it. This magical ride will continue. The Dragons are marching on to Evansville, Indiana. Sweet has become elite. The Dragons are champions of the Central Region.
Reaver had 13 points and 4 assists in the game, while Sievely had 11 points and 4 rebounds. Prescott Williams and Aaron Lean joined Sievely on the NCAA Central Region All-Tournament team. Now, the Dragons march on to the Elite 8 in Evansville, Indiana, 3 wins away from a national championship dream. But first, they'll need to battle through Bellarmine University, the 2011 national champions, and one of only 2 teams ranked higher than the Dragons.
All right. Now, if you guys want to keep up with the Dragons and their march through the Elite 8 and hopefully to a national championship, visit MSUMDragons.com/DragonsMarchOn. It has all the information. Our Dragons March On Central has tickets, airfare, streaming information, statistics, previews, everything you need to know, including social media. Go there, check it out. It is also, we've completely renovated the Dragons app. So if you download our Dragons app, there is a button for literally everything, including pictures from the Central Region Tournament, including Doug Peters running around with this trophy all week long with members who are, most I see here, a lot of people who are also champions because of the help that they give these wonderful student athletes, not just this team, but all Dragons. But definitely check us out on MSUMDragons.com. There's a button at the top left, too, if it's hard to remember Dragons March On. Download the Dragons mobile app and also follow us on social media. Hope to see you in Evansville. If not, watch at home and cheer as loud as possible. And let's send these guys off into what hopefully will be a national championship run. And congratulations on making the Elite 8, and good luck. Thank you all for coming. We'll see you later. Oh, and if you want to take a picture with this regional trophy, head over to the photo booth.
Turn up.